You might be eating pain without even knowing it. After the age of 60, many of us begin to feel it. An ache in the knees when we stand up, stiffness in the fingers in the morning, or lower back pain that just won't go away. These aren't just signs of aging. They may be signs of something deeper, chronic inflammation. And here's the shocking part. What you put on your plate every day may be making your joint pain worse. Welcome to Health Goals, where we help you live stronger, longer, and pain-free. In today's video, we'll uncover 5 common foods that may secretly be fueling inflammation in your joints, especially dangerous for those over 60. These are foods most people eat every single week, even every single day, without realizing the damage they could be doing to their knees, shoulders, fingers, and spine. If you or someone you love is dealing with arthritis or joint stiffness, this video could be a game changer. So stay with us, take notes if needed, and don't forget to share this video with someone who needs it. Now, let's dive in. It may come as a surprise, but some of the most comforting foods, cookies, soft drinks, sweetened yogurt, or even store-bought fruit juice, could be silently fueling your joint pain. When we consume excess sugar, our immune system responds by releasing cytokines, inflammation-triggering chemicals that worsen joint swelling and stiffness over time. What makes sugar so tricky is that it hides in plain sight. Beyond the obvious desserts, it sneaks into processed foods that older adults often rely on: sweetened breakfast cereals, canned sauces, flavored milks, and especially popular drinks like milk tea or natural fruit juices. Take 1 cup of bubble tea, for example. It may feel light and harmless, but it often contains 30 to 40 grams of sugar, well above the recommended daily limit of just 25 grams for older adults. This sugar overload not only spikes blood glucose levels, but also increases inflammatory responses in the body, which directly affects the joints, leading to increased pain, stiffness, and reduced mobility. For those dealing with arthritis, cutting back on added sugars is one of the most impactful changes you can make. It not only helps stabilize blood sugar and control weight, but also significantly reduces the frequency and severity of joint flare-ups. Instead of reaching for sugary snacks, opt for fresh fruits like apples, blueberries, or strawberries. These are not only naturally sweet and satisfying, but also rich in antioxidants, which have been shown to fight inflammation at the cellular level, offering a natural defense against joint degeneration. Sugar doesn't just harm your teeth or your waistline. It can quietly worsen your joint health. But the good news is, with small, mindful choices, you can turn the tide in your favor. Starting with your next bite. Refined carbohydrates like white rice, white bread, noodles, and pastries are staples in many diets, but they're also some of the biggest culprits when it comes to inflammation. These foods are rapidly digested, causing blood sugar levels to spike quickly after meals. This blood sugar surge triggers insulin production, which then sets off a chain reaction of inflammatory processes throughout the body. For older adults, this becomes a serious issue. Frequent blood sugar spikes not only increase joint pain, but also elevate the risk of type 2 diabetes, a condition that's closely linked with worsening arthritis symptoms. High insulin and chronic inflammation create a cycle that's hard to break, gradually eroding joint health and mobility. Another problem is that refined carbs are stripped of fiber and nutrients. This makes them less filling and metabolically unhelpful, contributing to weight gain, especially around the abdomen, which in turn puts extra pressure on major joints like the knees, hips, and lower back. But there's good news. The right carb choices can actually help fight inflammation. By switching to brown rice, whole grain bread, or steel-cut oats, you not only slow down the absorption of glucose, but also give your body the fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants it needs to protect your joints. These complex carbohydrates help keep blood sugar stable, reduce the body's inflammatory load, and support long-term joint health, especially for people over 60. Changing your carb source may seem like a small shift, But it's one of the most powerful dietary moves you can make to reduce pain, protect your joints, and improve your quality of life behind the convenience and savory flavor of foods like sausages, deli meats, bacon, and industrial cold cuts lies a major threat to joint health, especially for people over 60. These products are often loaded with preservatives, nitrates, and saturated fats, all of which have been linked to increased inflammation in the body. Our bodies are naturally equipped to process whole, unaltered foods, not chemical additives. When we consume processed meats regularly, the immune system can misidentify these synthetic compounds as harmful invaders. The result: an ongoing inflammatory response that can become chronic over time, leading to swollen, stiff, and painful joints. Scientific research has drawn a clear connection. People who eat large amounts of processed meat are more likely to develop chronic inflammatory diseases, including arthritis. For older adults, the risk is even higher. As liver and kidney functions slow with age, the ability to detoxify these additives diminishes, compounding the effects of inflammation and accelerating joint degeneration. The better option: choose fresh, lean cuts of meat and cook them with minimal processing, boiling, steaming, or baking instead of frying. Even better, incorporate fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines into your weekly diet. These fish are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which are well known for their anti-inflammatory properties and proven to help reduce joint pain and improve flexibility. You don't have to give up meat to protect your joints, but you do need to choose wisely. Every small decision on your plate adds up to better mobility, less pain, and a more active life as you age. Beyond processed meats, another hidden but widespread contributor to chronic inflammation is industrial cooking oil. Common oils like soybean, sunflower, corn, and canola are often chosen for their low cost and high smoke point. But what most people don't realize is how damaging these oils can be, especially when used repeatedly for frying. When these oils are heated multiple times, a common practice in restaurants and food stalls, they produce trans fats, one of the most harmful types of fat for your body. Trans fats trigger inflammation, damage cartilage tissue, and accelerate joint degeneration. For older adults, this means increased joint stiffness, swelling, and reduced mobility over time. The danger doesn't only lie in fried foods. Even seemingly healthy meals like stir-fried vegetables can become inflammatory if cooked in low-quality industrial oil. The source of the fat matters just as much as the food itself. To reduce inflammation and protect your joints, it's essential to switch to healthier cooking fats. Choose extra virgin olive oil, cold-pressed coconut oil, or even homemade chicken fat. These fats are rich in natural anti-inflammatory compounds and provide support for both cardiovascular and joint health. What you use in your kitchen today becomes the building block of your body tomorrow. By simply changing your oil, you're not just improving your meals, you're investing in stronger, more flexible joints for years to come. Unlike processed meats or reheated oils, dairy products often fly under the radar as a potential cause of joint inflammation. Yet milk, cheese, ice cream, and sweetened yogurts all contain casein, a protein that in some people can trigger immune responses that lead to inflammation in the joints. As we age, many of us lose the ability to digest lactose, the sugar in milk. But more importantly, casein sensitivity becomes an issue for some people. The immune system may mistake it for a harmful substance, leading to low-grade chronic inflammation. The signs might be subtle: mild stiffness, aching joints, or swelling that worsens after consuming dairy. Not everyone reacts the same, but if you've noticed consistent joint discomfort after meals with cheese, creamy desserts, or even your nightly glass of milk, you may be among those who are sensitive to cow's milk protein. Fortunately, cutting dairy doesn't mean sacrificing calcium. Simply switch to plant-based alternatives like unsweetened almond milk, soy milk, or cashew milk. These dairy-free options are naturally easier on the immune system, free from casein and often fortified with calcium, vitamin D, and B12 to support strong bones and joint function. Pay attention to how your body reacts. That lingering joint pain might not be just age. It could be your immune system reacting to something in your fridge. In conclusion, adopting a healthy diet can significantly reduce pain and inflammation while improving the overall quality of life, especially after the age of 60. By avoiding the 5 foods we discussed, sugar, refined starches, processed meats, industrial oils, and dairy products, you can not only reduce joint pain but also improve your overall health and mobility. Start small by gradually reducing sugar intake and replacing foods with healthier alternatives that are rich in nutrients and supportive of joint health. Try making these changes for just 7 days, and you'll notice a marked improvement in your joint pain and flexibility. Remember, health is the most precious gift you can give to yourself and your loved ones. If this video was helpful to you, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the Health Goals channel for more valuable health tips. Share this video with your family and friends because no one wants to deal with joint pain as they get older, right? If you're looking for more ways to take care of your joints, don't miss our next video. Why sugar is the dangerous enemy of your joints.